What's up mga beshies? We are back again, your resident chikadoras. I'm JLo.
And I'm Vee.
And we are Quaranchika. So hello V, how are you?
Ayun, saks lang naman. Gumagawa ng papers na kailangang ipasa. Pero okay naman. How about you?
Ito, ganun din. Medyo may family struggle lang recently. Pero we managed to get by and pull through. Pero yeah, nilalaban din yung mga requirements. So, how about you, Beshies? How are you? We hope that you are in good health and we always pray for your well-being. So yeah, laban tayo. So, Beshi, ano ba yung pinagkakaabalahan mo recently?
Bukod sa paggawa ng Rex, well, I started na a writing project.
Whoa.
So far, ilang words na ba ako? Nakaka 24k words na ako,
That's
Beshi.
nice.
Which is the most I've written so far. So, really proud of that. Yay.
Yeah.
How about you?
So right now, I'm a plantito. I'm planting a lot of plants. At least diba yung tanim yung tinatanim natin, hindi kung ano-ano diba? No shade. So, I am planting, napakarami kong tinatanim. May different varieties. Currently, I have 100 plus na species here sa bahay.
Jungle na ba yan?
Almost jungle na nga, mukhang gubat na. Naghihintay nila ako ng mga other animals na pumasok sa bahay. Joke lang. Ganun. So, yun yung mga pinagkakaabalahan ko. How about you guys, mga listeners natin? Ano yung pinagkakaabalahan niyo recently? Now, napaka-interesting ng topic natin today. But before we dive into our topic, notes muna from episode 2. So, special notes from episode 2. Always remember guys na voting is very important kasi through this, we can choose our public officials na mamumuno sa ating bansa and will affect our future. Also, yung deadline ng voter registration natin is on September 30, 2021. So, register tayo mga beshi ha, huwag natin yung kakalimutan. And also, let us follow health and safety guidelines. Kasi diba, even though we're very eager to register, we still have to take into account that we are still in a pandemic. So ayun, wear face mask, face shield, practice social distancing, and always bring your disinfection kit, your sanitizer or your alcohol, and properly disinfect palagi tayo mga beshi. So ayun, napaka-interesting topic natin today, beshi. Ano ba yung topic natin today?
Well, ang topic natin for this week will be coping with the online learning setup. Oh. Diba? Sobrang relatable to our hearts, mga beshies.
Yes, very relatable.
So, to start that, Beshi JLo, bakit nga ba tayo merong online learning setup?
So, ayun, no, sa mga nagtatanong or sa mga medyo confused, bakit meron tayo online setup? So, mayroon tayong online setup because of the pandemic. So, we are having a pandemic because of COVID-19 caused by SARS-CoV-2. So, meron tayong suspension of classes na naganap noong March 2020. So, I still remember during that time, kakatapos na ng Math 22 na second long exam. So, my God, sabog tayong, sabog kaming lahat because that was the hardest math exam. So, sabog ang lahat and parang, hindi namin alam paano makaka-move on from that. Kasi, it's just traumatizing. Wow, traumatizing talaga. So, after that, meron pa kaming bio long exam. So, na-cancel yung bio long exam kasi nagkaroon nga ng suspension. Pero, before that, noong February, meron na talagang worries na baka kumalat yung COVID. Kasi diba, meron na tayong mga unreported cases from China na mga tourists na pumunta here sa Philippines. So, parang may worry na. And napaka-anticlimactic nun. Kasi diba, UP Fair, pag February, so may mga bands, may mga ganon, gala-gala, landian here, landian there, ganon. So, parang napaka-anticlimactic niya na after those fun, okay, lockdown. And parang ang funny lang kasi akala natin after a week, everything would go back to normal. Pero hindi naman natin in-expect, diba, na from 1 week, aabot siya ng more than 1 year. So parang we were ripped from our normal for more than a year na talaga until now. So, pag ikino-compare natin, especially us sa UP Diliman, we're used to having suspension of classes pag umulan or kapag signal number 1, kahit mainit naman, ganun. So, sanay tayo sa ganong suspension. Pero nung nag-suspend ng classes na to, parang everything changed. Wow! Parang bigla na lang nawala ang lahat. Alam mo yun, parang nag-slow-mo ang world. Char, grabe yung mga description, napaka-theatrical.
Cinematic film?
Yes, totoo. Na parang according to Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran pa, everything has changed. Kasi we're used to our face-to-face classes, then biglang, boosh, suspension ng classes that led to a lockdown. And we're having our online setup right now. So parang nakakapanibago talaga. So, kamusta ba yung education sector natin ngayon, Beshi?
Well, yung ginagawa natin ng mga school ngayon, meron kasing dalawang type na mode. Merong asynchronous learning at meron ding synchronous learning. So, ano bang pinagkaiba ng asynchronous sa synchronous? Siyempre, unahin natin yung synchronous. Kasi yung synchronous, katulad siya nung ginagawa natin sa face-to-face, pero online siyang ginagawa. So, sa synchronous mode, yung mga students, nag-aaral pa rin together in real time. Meron mga live lecture, may discussion, and ginagawa siya usually sa Zoom or sa YouTube, FB, live stream. Meron din gumagamit ng Google Meet, saka Discord. So, syempre may advantages naman to, which is yung meron ka kagad instant feedback, meron kang tanong, masasagot kagad, tapos merong engagement with peers and yung teacher. So, akala mo, nandun ka talaga sa klase, pero online lang siya, safe in your home.
Yes.
Asynchronous naman is learning at the student's pace. Basically, walang magtatakda sa'yo, magsabi sa'yo kung ano yung dapat mong aralin sa specific time. Ikaw bahala kung ano nga aralin mo for today. So, you have complete control of your time. Supposedly. And walang communication, walang discussion. So, it's supposedly more convenient and flexible. So, ginagawa naman, binibigyan nila ng course pack, either physical or digital. Tapos may mga flip-grid videos, papanoorin mo na lang. And then, may mga platform din naman tulad ng Edmodo, yung ginagamit nila para gumawa ng quiz or magpasa ng mga requirements. So, dumako naman tayo dun sa mga common practices na hindi masyadong maganda. So, number 1, yung iba nga, may mga regular sync na kakala mo talaga normal talaga. Kailangan may on-cam. Required ka mag-on-cam. Tapos required ka na nakasuot ka ng uniform.
Oh my God.
Tapos required pa na yung background ng Zoom mo is school. So I'm like, diba nakakaloka, Beshi? Nasa bahay ka na nga eh. Tapos kailangan mo pa mag-uniform. Attend ka lang ng klase. Pwede namang hindi. Diba? Parang
naka-uniform ka sa taas tapos wala kang suot sa baba. Ganun.
Oo, marami daw ganun, Beshi. Nasa kama ka, naka-uniform ka. Grabe. So, yun. Number 2, may mga lab courses na nagre-require sa students to buy their own glassware and materials. Tapos meron pang mga video na yung iba nagpe-prepare ng agar plate sa bahay nila, which is very, very alarming, Beshi. Kasi yung mga agar plate na yan.
Oo nga, kasi diba, paano pag napagkamalan yung agar mo na gelatin?
Yun nga eh. Tapos nakain ng na younger sister mo, younger brother mo, tapos like, yung pala may contaminants pala yun, may bacteria pala yun. Yung kailangan yung mga ganyan nasa proper facility, may proper supervision, proper materials, papagawa lang nila sa bahay.
Totoo.
Okay, number 3, may mga classes na nag-require ng attendance sa synchronous session, which is not okay kasi not everyone naman has enough time and resources to join sync sessions. Yung iba nga, they're lucky enough na maka-attend dun sa classes, pero wala silang camera, wala silang speaker, tapos i-require sila na mag-recite or i-require sila na mag-on-cam, which is very, very unfair naman sa mga students. So, UP, as an example, ang UP naman is a mixed bag. So, may mga GE na more lenient, may mga professor talaga na they have a lot of compassion for the students and pinapadali nila yung gawain ng mga students. Pero meron mga majors na dahil lang majors sila at dapat hard sila, talagang hard pa rin sila hanggang ngayon. Tama ba, Beshi JLo?
My God, I can relate to that. Kasi as someone na may dalawa, or you can say tatlo technically na majors, although may mga majors naman ako na asynchronous, na hindi naman nagre-require ng attendance. Pero I had this major na nagre-require siya ng attendance, pero the professor said na baka tanggalin yung attendance sa part ng grade. Kasi yun nga, parang na-realize niya na parang hindi naman lahat may maayos na internet, nahihirapan. Pero Beshi, may talaga ako isang major na parang ang hirap talagang intindihin ng prof. Like, oh my God, alam mo yung masistress ka kasi hindi raw required yung attendance. Pero, nagtitake siya ng attendance. Tapos ang labo niya pang kausap, oh my God, masistress ka talaga. So, ayun. So, since we're talking about these things naman let us go to our personal anecdotes. Like, as for me, like I said, yun nga, meron tayong mga majors na, like for me, I have major subjects. So, medyo mahirap yun. Kasi, diba, so most of my major subjects, nagre-require ng lab. Kaya hindi ka naman makapag-lab. Kasi bawal yung face-to-face interactions. Kaya medyo ang saklap lang. But for GEs and prereq, medyo mababait yung profs kasi they allow like lifted yung deadlines, merong at the end of the sem na deadline. So parang somehow nagkakaroon ka ng assurance that you will get by this sem. So parang ang isang struggle lang din kasi parang minsan yung professors nyo na lang rin yung gumagawa ng paraan para both of you, the professor and the student, would actually have a better time doing the SEM or surviving the
Oo.
SEM para both kayo hindi na nahihirapan. So how about you, Beshi? Ano yung mga experiences mo lately?
Well, almost same naman. Kasi I have 21 units this sem. Pero wala akong majors. Puro GE lang siya. Tapos may isang introductory course Psychology, Psych 101. So, relatively, kumpara mo sa nakaraang sem, mas magaan tong sem na to para sa akin. And yung mga profs, sobrang passionate nila. Sila mismo talaga nag-reach out sa amin kung kamusta na kami, kung meron ba silang pwedeng magawa para sa amin, para mapadali. Tapos may mga teacher din na sila na mismo yung nagtatakda na, okay, babawasan na namin yung requirement para maging madali para sa lahat. Kahit na hindi nire-require ng university, sila talaga yung nagkukusa. Which is nakakatawa kasi meron talaga mga professor na they care not only about the academics of the students but also the personal welfare and well-being of the students, which is pretty rare.
Yes, I really agree.
Pero yung iba naman, meron kasing merong mga nag-reach out sa atin, di ba, JLo, na mga nag-share na kanilang anecdotes. At babasahin ko yung iba. Yung sasabi niya, at your own pace is such a scam kung may deadlines pa rin, plus following class schedule sa easier pa. Ayun. Tapos iba naman daw sabi, sobrang hati at iba-iba yung guidelines. Tapos hindi daw strict yung admin, which is di mo talaga sila strict sa pag-i-implement ng guidelines for a more flexible semester.
Totoo.
Since diba, sabihin nila encouraged lang, pero hindi required. So, pwede loophole din yun sabihin ng professor, well, encouraged lang naman, pero hindi ko kailangan gawin. So, bahala kayo.
Sasabihin ng prof, hindi naman ako na-encourage sa statement niya, bahala ka dyan. Diba?
Yung pala yun.
Parang napakasaklap lang for the student.
Yun.
Tapos diba parang sabi din nila ang scam ng online lab classes. Kasi totoo naman, parang we need lab skills for the future, for our future careers, especially us na future scientists. We need to have the lab skills essential para makapag-conduct ng experiments like running agar, like running gel electrophoresis, making agar, inoculating, ganun. Tapos parang hirap lang na parang yung petri dish mo na palitan na ng parang lalagyan ng Gatsby wax kasi kailangan nyo imagine barbecue stick ang hahawakan nyo instead na inoculating loop. Diba? Parang nakakapanibago kasi you really can't procure those things easily. Alangan namang bumili ka ng fume hood tapos ipapadeliver mo gamit yung Shopee. Like, diba? Parang ang napakatimang naman nun pakinggan. Tapos also, most people, and I feel this also, na parang yung online classes, parang they feel heavier than face-to-face classes. Kasi 'di ba, unlike face-to-face na nasa isang campus lang kayong lahat, here mas dama mo yung individual stress mo sa online. Kasi mas nadarama mo yung iba-iba yung situation.
Isolated.
Some of us don't have diba? Parang some of us don't have conducive work area. So parang mas nahihirapan ka, dagdagan mo pa ng mental strain, ng physical strain, sa kakaupo, kakatingin sa laptop, kakababad mo lang sa screen. So grabe talaga, mas mahirap siya. Tapos ang hirap matuto. Like honestly, for hands-on skills, I'm worried for my future na baka mahirapan akong mag-conduct ng experiments kasi wala akong hand-on skills. And also, it feels like we're just doing classes to submit requirements. Parang yun yung nagiging impact sa akin. Or not only me, pero most of the people na nagiging, according sa wording niya, we're like a machine na nag-churn out lang ng requirements for deadlines. So parang ang saklap lang.
So, Beshi, paano ka naman nagko-cope dito sa mga remote learning challenges na ito? Can you share naman with our other Beshies?
Actually, ang hirap like to be honest, ang hirap mag-cope. I always find time for myself. Kasi back in face-to-face, I always have, me time na parang I do what I want.
Yes.
I play volleyball, ganun. Pero I can't do it. Pero, so I find a diversion So, pumupunta ako sa mga tanim ko. I cope through, alam mo yun, parang finding time to rest. Pero parang ang hirap gawin kasi ang daming ginagawa and all. So what I do usually, I take breaks in between tasks.
Yes.
And helpful din siguro na I use a planner, like para siyang task where you keep track of your tasks.
Yes.
I use Microsoft to-do list, yung to-do list ng Microsoft. Tapos, I list there all the tasks that I need to do. Tapos, it gives you a reminder na, okay, you have to do this na, ganun.
That's nice.
Tapos, alam mo yung nakakabaliw na minsan yung wala kang makausap. So, it really pays to, talk to your friends, chika-chika, ganun. Tapos, yun lang, open up, express sa friends nyo. Tapos, you need a rest place din talaga. You need to rest and know your body. Pag pagod na yung body mo, then listen to your body.
Yes.
Kasi mahirap naman na pipilitin mo, 'di ba? Parang ang hirap ipagpilitan ng isang bagay na ayaw naman sa'yo. Iba na yun.
Iba na naman yun.
Iba na rin.
Okay tayo napupunta doon Are you sure?
Bakit parang
Are you sure you're okay, Beshi?
Yeah, okay lang ako, guys. So yun, ano ba yung mga masasuggest mo sa kanila, Beshi?
Well, ako, madami kasi akong unorthodox, ways to cope with the pandemic. So, basically, when I wake up in the morning, mahilig ako makinig sa mga affirmation. Meron akong isang video na lagi kong piniplay sa umaga kasi para lang sa good vibe. And I really like having morning routine and having music sa umaga. So, basically, ang una kong ginagawa sa umaga is to get some honey water or lemon water.
Ooh, that's nice.
Kasi ako, para mabuhay din ng diwa ko. Or kape, kung may kape. Yun. Tapos, pagdating naman sa pag-aaral, usually kasi ginagawa ko, kung wala kaming synchronous ng STS, kasi 8:30 yun Pero ang ginagawa ko, ang study time ko, nililimit ko siya as much as possible from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pagdating ng 5 p.m., gagawa na ako ng ibang bagay. Tutulong na ako sa gawaing bahay. Yun na yung pinaka-basic exercise ko, pagtulong sa gawaing bahay.
Yes,
and then, I do kasi yung Pomodoro technique. Ano
ba yun, Besh?
Yung Pomodoro kasi may iba-ibang way para gawin siya. Pwedeng 25 minutes ka mag-aaral, tagta-timer ka, tapos 5 minutes na break. Pero kung ginagawa ko, 30 minutes ako na timer, tapos dapat may magawa ko dun sa 30 minutes na yon. Tapos nakaka-apat ako na 30 minutes. Tapos maglalaro ako kasi nag-download ako ng game na Harry Potter. Mahilig ako sa Harry Potter. Ang maganda dun is yung energy ko, mabilis siyang mawala, pero nag-regenerate siya after 2 hours exactly. So, 4 na Pomodoro, 2 hours yon. Tapos paglalaro ako for 15 minutes. Tapos babalik ulit ako sa pag-work. So, like, very, very optimal siya sa akin. So, yun.
That's nice.
Yung ginagawa ko so far.
So, I think, it can also help if, for example, for those who have access to it naman, you can set up a Discord channel with your friends, with your course mates, or kung hindi naman Discord channel, kahit messenger group where you study, like you can share your thoughts, kasi parang ang hirap mag-isa in this time, especially when you're a student. Parang ang hirap mag-isa. Parang kahit nga in face-to-face, ang hirap na mag-isa, diba? So, it's really good to have someone or people that you can rely on, you can talk to, you can exchange ideas, kasi in that way parang kasi I believe na iba-iba tayo na napipick up. Mayroon tayong mga distinct things na napipick up during discussions, during lessons, and we can share that to others, di ba? So, pwede rin. And also note natin na hindi ganun kabigat yung Discord when it comes to data consumption. Kasi compared to Zoom and other platforms, mas magaan yung data consumption ng Discord. So, also, alam natin na may mga distractions din. Like for example, when you're holding your phone, parang when you open your phone, parang natitempt ka, di ba? Ay, mag-IG tayo. Ay, i-check natin, baka may pinost ulit si Crush. Mag-like tayo, mag-heart reacts, ganun. Ay, baka nag-tweet si Crush, ganun. So, parang important din na magkaroon tayo ng mga app blockers. So, meron mga app blockers naman sa Play Store at sa App Store that you can check. So maraming ganon there. So we can use that to actually we prevent ourselves from, getting distracted. And we can be more productive because of that.
So, pwede din tayong gumamit syempre ng mga planner or para lang magkaroon tayo ng ng isang space kung saan nilalagay natin kung ano yung mga dapat natin gawin for the day. Ako din, meron akong planner actually. Meron akong planner na meron akong planner na physical, tapos meron pa akong planner na pang sa app, sa digital. Ang ginagawa ko kasi, since sa physical, yung everyday, kung ano yung gusto kong ma-accomplish, kahit top 3 lang na gusto kong ma-accomplish, and then yung the rest na gusto kong o kailangan kong gawin or mga deadline. So ako mahilig ako sa planner kasi natutuwa ako kapag nati-check ko lahat. And sinishade ko or kina-cross out ko, sobrang satisfactory. Tapos yung app naman, yung app kasi is ano pangalan nito? Goals. Siya yung para sa long-term goals. Yung ginagawa ko, nilalagay ko doon lahat ng mga lahat ng subject, tapos yung mga step by step na kailangan ko gawin. Tapos kada i-check mo na nagawa mo na, ay lumalabas na na color something. Para nakita mo na, okay, progress mo 7% or 50%, mga ganon. So nakakatuwa lang ganon kasi nakita mo na may progress ka kahit na paunti-unti lang. So very helpful din talaga siya.
Yes, that's nice, And also, it's very important to keep a to-do list. Pero let us always remember na mas efficient yung energy management over time management. Kasi, di ba, you can schedule your entire day, pero if hindi naman maka-keep up yung katawan mo, hindi naman maka-keep up yung mind mo, edi hindi ka naman magiging ganun ka-productive. At saka you'll end up producing mediocre output. So parang we have to avoid that, especially in this time.
Yes.
So mas maging aware dapat tayo sa moods natin, if we're feeling down, if we're feeling happy, if we're feeling elated. Kasi yung mood natin, it rises and falls every day or throughout the day. Hindi mo kasi masasabi na pagising ko I'm in a good mood. Pero good mood ka na the entire day. Hindi naman talaga ganun yun. Like, for example din, pagising mo, you're in a bad mood, pero bigla pa lang nag-text si crush sa'yo ng good morning. Sana all. Ganun. I think good mood ka na bigla. So parang our mood rises and falls throughout the day. So wala talagang constant na mood na masasabi mo na, okay, for today, ito lang yung mood ko. So, may mga apps to help you. So we have Notion. So meron tayong to-do list there. You can also upload files there. So you can also have sticky notes for your Zoom link. I use that all the time. Like, ang helpful talaga ng sticky notes. Google Calendar is also effective, especially for time blocking. Tapos, we have to also apply the concept of flow in psychology. Kasi iba kasi yung dating ng work pag super immersed tayo sa ating gawain. So, pag in the zone tayo sa ginagawa natin, minsan hindi natin namamalayan yung time. Parang we're very into it.
Yes.
So, we have to know what personally encourages us to get into the zone. So, kung yung encouragement mo, yung picture ni crush na nakaharap sa'yo, then go! Pagharap ng picture ni crush, iharap mo sa'yo.
Anong ginagamit mo, Beshi, para ikaw ay maging into the zone?
Ginagawa ko tinitira yung mga sinesend ni crush na picture sa akin before ako mag-study.
Oh, nice.
Kasi nagsisend si crush na picture sa akin. Oh my God! Ay, how about you, Beshi? What do you do?
Ako basta maayos yung desk ko. Ayoko kasi nang magulo yung
actually,
Like, pag natutulog ako, minsan magulo. Kasi like, matutulog naman ako, okay lang yun.
Yes.
So pag umaga, ayusin ko kagad yung mga gamit kasi hindi ako makakapag-aral ng sobrang gulo yung Okay lang yung unting gulo, yung organized mess. Pero yung mess, hindi.
And also, it pays to have, small breaks. Like you get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Ganon. So you get a cup of
British bigla.
Yes, naging British bigla. Naging Harry Potter. Like that. So, yun, to calm yourself down. So, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee will help you calm down. So, iwasan natin uminom ng energy drinks, mga beshi, ha? And if you want to be really hyped up, exercise helps. So, exercise boosts your endorphins and also make the experience like studying rewarding. Don't wait. Hindi naman kailangan na hintayin mo yung grades mo as your reward. Like, if you accomplish something, then reward yourself. A
Yes.
solo pack of ice cream would be a good reward, or
Yes.
having a rest day would be a reward. That's a good reward. Anything that would make you happy, para naman may fulfillment ka at the end of the day, di ba, Beshi?
Yes, Beshi.
What other things can we do, Beshi? Like, for those people na who want more, ano ba yung mga pwedeng mga recommendations pa natin?
Well, according to our writing team, meron silang mga ginagamit na app like Microsoft Lens or Noteblock. This is for scanning handwritten submissions daw. Kasi ko, may mga teacher akong naririnig na kailangan daw handwritten yung submission. Or minsan naman, mas madali kapag hinandwrite mo na lang. Pag may mga handwritten submissions tayo, tapos hindi maganda yung camera mo, mas magandang gumamit ng mga app na Noteblock kasi mas madaling i-crop yung mga picture. And then, sabi din nila, mag-declutter and manage emails ng inbox. Pwede din siya makatulong kasi nga naman, mamaya, may nami-miss ka na ng mga email ng professor mo kasi hindi mo inaayos yung inbox mo. Yun. Ako, hindi ko siya madalas inaayos o hindi ko siya dine-delete. Pero ang ginagawa ko, laging nakaseparate yung important and unread ko sa important. Tapos lahat ng professor ko nilagay ko sa important para pag may pumasok, hindi ko sila malilimutan. Siyempre, have other hobbies din, mga beshi. Yun nga, si JLo, plantito. Tapos ako, I have my writing. So hanap-hanap din ng mga hobbies kung meron para naman malibang kahit paano na hindi mo feeling na yung buong buhay mo nakasenter lang sa ACADS. And of course, spend time with your family kasi nandyan lang naman sila. So, take it as time to bond kung pwede.
Yes, that's really true, Beshi, ano?
And lastly, mga beshies, be kind to yourself, ha? Even if it doesn't seem like it. Merely the fact that you're surviving these times is an achievement in and of itself. And if you're thinking about taking a LOA or dropping that subject na talagang hindi mo kaya dahil sobrang ng mga recs nung pinapagawa sa inyo, eto na yung sign mo, beshi. It's not a sign of weakness to admit na hindi mo na kaya. It is okay not to be okay. Kasi nga, we're all going through a lot of things right now.
So, let us always remember that our physical and mental health is always our priority. Kasi parang, if you think about it, nag-a-ACADS ka nga, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing a lot of things, pero naka-compromise naman yung health mo. Parang napaka-counterintuitive niya. Kasi for example, when you get so stressed, tapos hindi ka nagpahinga, magkakasakit ka, and kapag nagkasakit ka, then magiging counterintuitive yun kasi mas hindi ka makakapag-work. So dapat, unahin mo talaga yung well-being mo. Huwag po tayong maging martir, okay? Huwag po tayong maging martir. Tigil natin yung clownery na yan. Ba't parang hugot ko today, Beshi? Parang wala naman ako pinagdadaan.
Ang dami mong hugot, Beshi.
Pero parang ewan ko ba? Parang it just comes naturally. Charlie.
Pero sobrang to yung pinipilit mo pa. Kasi nga, ako gusto ko matapos yung mga task. Kasi gusto ko makapag-cross out ng task. Pero minsan, anong oras na sa gabi, tapos hindi ko na talaga kaya yung mental. Kasi parang, okay, bukas siya ng umaga. Tapos pag ginawa mo siya bukas ng umaga, parang ang bilis mo naman siya nagawa. Tapos isipin, bakit ba hindi ko to ginawa kagabi? Pero yun nga, pagod ka na, hindi mo na kaya. Huwag mo nang ipilit, beshi.
Pag hindi na kaya, let go na.
Pahinga lang, beshi. Pahinga. Tapos laban ulit.
Yes. Ayan. Tapos also, mga beshi, sa mga nakikinig sa atin, don't be disappointed if you can't finish all your tasks. Gaya nga ng sabi ni Beshi V kanina, pahinga ka rin kasi malay mo, kaya hindi na gumagana yung utak mo kasi you're very tired already. So, pahinga, rest din. Tapos, essential na don't compare your progress with others. Right? Kasi, as I said, iba-iba tayo ng setup, iba-iba tayo ng realities right now. So, comparing your progress with others would seem very impractical, di ba?
Yes.
And also, you're just pressuring yourself. You're just pressuring yourself kapag nakita mo yung friends mo na, okay, they're doing a lot of progress, ganun. So, nape-pressure ka lang. And the more you get pressured, the more you get stressed. And the more you get stressed, mas hindi ka makakapag-function ng maayos. So,
it's a never-ending cycle. Kaya kailangan mo maging chillax.
Kailangan chill.
Everybody grows at a different pace.
Totoo. Although, wag naman yung chill na super chill lang tayo. We have to also be mindful. of what we need to do, di ba? Kasi totoo yung sabi ni
Yes.
Beshi, every one of us needs different stimuli. Like for example, di ba, gaya nung sabi nila, heat melts ice, pero heat hardens an egg. So parang iba yung response natin, iba-iba tayo. May iba sa atin na egg, may iba sa atin na ice, ganon. So it's very different. And also, small breaks are very important. Important talaga magkaroon ng small breaks. Kasi parang, it allows you to have room to breathe in and breathe out. Ganon. And it allows you to parang reflect muna. Okay, what do I do next? How do I continue this? It allows you to envision or visualize muna what you want to happen next. So, importante yung mga breaks na yun. Di ba, Beshi?
Yes, Beshi. Sabihin ko lang yung sa mga students, like, your grades are important, yes, but they are not more important than you are. And also, your grades do not define you, mga Beshi. So, let's take care of ourselves.
Totoo. And also, guys, before we conclude and everything, may mga main points tayong gustong iparating sa ating mga Beshis. First is, wag tayong masanay, this setup is not normal. Okay? Parang people say this is the new normal. Pero for some, or for most, hindi ito yung normal for them. Diba? Parang you can't say na mag-adjust na lang tayo, ganon. Pero kasi hindi lahat may capability to adjust faster than you or to adjust fast. May iba talaga na nahihirapan kasi hindi naman lahat may resources to adjust, di ba?
Yes.
So, eto, mga suggestions na ito, they are here. What we said kanina, mga suggestions, mga recommendations namin, they are here or they are given to you to help you guys. Pero hindi naman yung lahat ay solution sa problems. We're not telling you na, okay, eto kailangan mong gawin. Kailangan magkaroon ka ng notes, kailangan mong may ganito ka. Kasi as I said, iba-iba tayo ng learning styles, iba-iba tayo ng approaches. So, it is essential to know yourself, di ba? And to know kung ano yung approach na nag-work most for you.
Yes, true.
So, Beshi, when will we go back to normal kaya?
Well, Beshi, wala pa rin tayong answer dyan, no? Kung kailan talaga tayo makakabalik sa normal tulad ng dati. Pero, what we can say for now is that we have to continue to educate and encourage safety practices para hindi na lumala tong pandemic na to. And also, we have to remember that the responsibility is not solely on our shoulders. So, we have to demand accountability, mga Beshi. And as students, we deserve na yung ating mga hinaing is marinig din naman sila. We have the right to advocate for a better quality of education from our schools.
Yes, and dagdag ko lang, Beshi, yung pagrereklamo at pag-voice out ng opinion, ng suggestion, at saka nung calls natin, they are actually helpful if people listen to them and act on them, di ba? Kasi we are calling for better quality of education, mas maayos na kasi it's not only for us. Kasi if Filipino students get better quality education, if Filipino students get the lab skills or the practical and hands-on skills that they need for their field, nagbe-benefit din naman ang Philippines doon because we get a generation or a sea of professionals that are capable and equipped for nation building. So, di ba? Parang it's a win-win situation. Kaya dapat people must be very wary of things and must point out kung may pagkakamali, di ba? And also, ito naging call na ito not only sa UP siguro but for other schools. Siguro yung hashtag #AcadEastNow.
Yes.
Some of the wrong notion siguro about #AcadEastNow is parang sasabihin nila na okay, magiging madali na lang everything. Kahit sabihin natin na nagkaroon ng ease sa situation, hindi pa rin madali. What we are asking for #AcadEastNow is not only for students, but also for teachers and educators. Kasi hindi lang naman students yung nahihirapan sa ganitong setup. Our teachers are also adjusting. May teachers na sa computer shop nagkaklase kasi walang access to matinong internet. So parang, di ba, it just saddens me to see those people na we really have people na nahihirapan and we shouldn't turn a blind eye on them because it doesn't mean na hindi mo nararanasan yung ganito. It doesn't exist. 'Diba? Huwag tayo
True.
magpaka-comfortable sa own bubble natin. And also, syempre, when we say acad-ease, tanggalin natin yung attendance, yung synchronous requirements. At dapat mas maging flexible tayo. Kasi 'di ba, iba-iba nga tayo ng setup. At saka hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin sa kanila na wag na sila mag-enroll because education is very important. So, we have to be very inclusive. Wag nating ipalabas na yung education is exclusive for those who can access it lang. Dapat education can be accessed by all. That's why we have to implement compassionate guidelines. We have to impose guidelines na include ng lahat ng constituents, students, faculty, educators, instructors, para lahat nagbe-benefit, 'di ba? And also, hindi rin fair na ibigay yung burden sa faculty at saka sa staff. Kasi honestly, may deadlines din sila. Kaya hindi pwedeng i-decide lang na okay, pwede nating i-move yung ganito because they also have deadlines to meet, like submission of grade. Kaya dapat it must be a systemic change, 'di ba? It must be a systemic guideline. It must be from the admin talaga itself. So 'di ba? Parang ang sad lang na parang sometimes, though hindi naman talaga ganun yung situation or maybe for some ganun yung situation, nakakakaba lang that sometimes you are being left on our own, which is very sad.
Tuwa ako nung sinabi mo, Besha. Very important to reiterate louder for the people at the back. Just because you don't see the struggle doesn't mean that it's not there. So, yeah.
Yes, totoo yan. Ayun, ang dami nating chika today. Parang, ang ganda kasi napaka-relatable nung topic. So, to summarize things, as I said, remote learning has become the new normal for education as it poses a daunting challenge for both educators and students to adapt to new uncharted territory. So, yun nga, parang naninibago tayong lahat kasi we're not used to this setup. We're more used to face-to-face classes, having physical interaction, and also, right now, we are all trying our best to cope with the situation through various ways. So, hindi naman porket hindi natin nakikita yung efforts ng iba ay hindi na sila nag-e-effort. So, lahat tayo nag-e-effort. And also, most of us nahihirapan sa ganitong setup. So, restate natin ulit na acad-ease now. Let us be more compassionate with our guidelines. Let us keep in mind na iba-iba yung constituents natin. We all have different walks in life. And let us also think of inclusivity. Let us be more inclusive. Let us be more compassionate towards others. Kasi iba-iba tayo na pinagdadaanan. And most of all, we have to think na mahirap yung setup right now. Lahat tayo naapektuhan, hindi lang estudyante, pati educators natin. So calling for an ease in our academics would not only benefit the student but would also benefit the professors, the profs, the instructors, the educators as well.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win for everyone. Syempre, even with the advent ng mga instant messaging and scheduling apps, kahit may live stream and video technology pa, at marami pang other online education platform, huwag natin kalimutan kung ano yung realidad today ng ang mga kinakaharap natin hindi nga pare-parehas at hindi lahat may access sa resources. So we always have to extend compassion to others. And remember, mga beshies, that it's okay not to be okay as a student, especially during this pandemic. But what is not okay is kapag yung mga frustration natin, mga daing natin about the broken, outdated educational system falls into deaf ears. So we have to step up and take initiative and fight for better education that caters to everybody.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. So ayun no, parang ang dami natin na pag-usapan today. Iba talaga when like, alam mo yun, may hugot yung topic natin today. So parang tagos sa heart, hindi lang natin, kundi sa mga nakikinig din sa ating podcast.
Tagos sa bone.
Yes, tagos to the bone. Kung meron tayong kilig to the bones, meron tayong relate to the bones. Ganun. So, ayun no, yes. So parang ang sarap pag-usapan yung mga ganitong topics kasi hindi comfortable yung iba pag-usapan ito kasi parang takot nga sa mga possible implications, but we have to stand up, ganun, especially for those people na nahihirapan mag-voice out. So, sa mga nakarinig ng podcast na ito, like what we always say, kung ano man yung mga na-learn nyo, mga information na na-learn nyo, share it to others. Kasi diba, as I said before, knowledge is power, and our role here is to empower others. So let us share that knowledge. So, before we end things, we would like to extend our warmest thanks sa Quarant Chika team. Nakatatlong episode na tayo, diba? And successful
I'm
episode.
loving it. 3. Yes.
Diba? I'm living for it talaga. So parang thank you sa ating scriptwriters, thank you sa ating marketing team, internals team, externals team, ganon. We would also like
Especially to our editors.
Yeah, editors.
Nagpapaganda ng ating bosses.
Totoo. Like kahit sabog na tayo minsan, they make things possible for us. Like they make us stand out. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Video.
So, yeah, we find ways. Hashtag video. Oy, hindi tayo bayad dito. Video, back naman. So ayun, thank you also to our research team. Thank you so much, guys. As in, ang galing. So if you haven't done pa, to all our listeners, please like and share our social media pages. That would be Quaranchika. We also have a podcast on Spotify that you may follow, kung saan napopost itong mga episodes natin. So again, thank you so much for today's episode. And this has been your resident Chikadoras. This is JLo.
This is Vee, signing off and see you next time.